Hi, so this is my first video, and I'm going to be doing my makeup because why not? I'm using this liquid powder Magic Nude foundation. I'm very pale, so I use light ivory. I like it because it's easy to work with because it's a liquid, and then it doesn't look all streaky. But I start by applying some to my cheeks because they get very red. Not really sure why, but whatever. Then I put it on my nose and on my T-section and chin. But I just use my fingers to get it started. This one's really nice because it doesn't look very heavy because it does have a powdery finish. But unlike when I've tried powder makeups, it doesn't make me look like I've never drank any water in my life. So yeah. Gosh, I look like a ghost. But yeah, basically I just start by applying. I have to get my eyes very well because I need more of a blank slate to work with since I have very dark circles and the tops of my eyes are quite dark too. Make sure not to overdo it though because that would be sad. And I have a blending brush. Don't know what brand it is. Got it at the drugstore. Real cheap. Probably $11. And I blend it into my hairline. I need to use the mirror because my webcam's not very clear. But it's important to make sure it doesn't gather on your eyebrows either, and to make sure it gets to the edges of your face without leaving huge streaks. Get it under your nose and into the crease right there. I have a nose piercing, so I have to be careful about that spot. But I'm going to be cleaning my face after this, so I guess it doesn't matter how well I do that. But it does become a nuisance trying to wear makeup and keeping it clean because it's rather new. But if you have trouble with it clumping, I guess the best way to fix that is to go with the direction of the hat on your face. Because even though it's very fine, it can grab the makeup and clump up. I just use the foundation to create a nice blank slate. And crap, I got cat hair all over my face. Sorry. And if I need more coverage, I'll put on this corrector combin whatever. It's a concealer. But because it's a different color than my foundation, I put some on the back of my hand, and I take a little bit of my foundation and I blend them together. So it's a similar color, a little bit different, but it works. I like it. I don't often use my concealer because, well, I like my foundation and I don't see a reason why. But since I do have dark circles, I like to have a lighter foundation, and I make sure not to just leave it on my eyes so I don't get those weird white circles that make you know that I put makeup on funny. So go onto your cheeks a little bit. Any other dark spots can get lightened up like that. And if you want, you can lighten up like on your temples or in the middle of your forehead, which is really where you should be doing it. But I don't do that because I'm silly. Cover up my freckles right there. I like freckles, but not today. And blend it again. Blending is probably the most important thing I found about makeup because then you don't end up with weird streaks and spots that don't work, and it makes it look a little more natural, a little less silly, like you got in your mother's cabinet and thought that you might know what you were doing and you really didn't. There's a spot right there. I don't really do makeup much because it tends to give me acne. When I do blush, I have a medium coral color because coral goes with more lipstick colors, and if you match your lipstick with your blush, you look a little more polished and together. Tap it on the side after you've picked up some so you don't have large notes you can't work with, and smile. Just dab it over your cheeks. Try to make sure it's even. Then I guess you'd move on to your mascara or eyeshadow, whatever you prefer to do first. I'd rather do my mascara first. Just little strokes, up, up, up. The one I use is Mega Plush Volume Express by Maybelline. You know, I went through a phase where I bought a lot of mascaras, well, I still have this one, so I use it because I have it. Not very special. It's weird how the bristles kind of crisscross, but it doesn't make a lot of clumps, so I like that. But I always make sure to get the top of it so it doesn't have a weird whirly gig of mascara. Try not to close your eyes while it's still wet, otherwise you get those spots. But do a light layer on the bottom so you have your mark and swipe out like that. Run your finger over it so that you can make sure to get all the stray bits of it. Now I like to go under it so I don't have raccoon eyes, because the whole point of makeup for me specifically is to not have that. But I think you might be able to see a slight difference. You can see I actually have eyelashes now. Which is weird because I don't put foundation on, my eyelashes are fine. Try not to do like I just did and swipe your eyelashes all over my eyelid. Lightly. Don't like to add more mascara when I'm doing the bottom, also a little bit of it. If you get clumps, the best thing you can do is to use your finger to separate your eyelashes by going up and away, before you touch anything again like that. Well, you have a few streaks that you didn't expect. Up and away. Now that my mascara is done, I would do eyeshadow fairly quick routine, I guess, because I'm in 10 minutes and this is full time. I got this palette from Icing, which is like the grown-up version of Claire's at the mall, mostly because it's got a shit ton of colors. That color fell out somehow. I actually use the white quite a bit because it lightens things up. Well, I like this blue right there. That one right there. I just like it, so I'm going to use that one and the blue above it, and maybe the blue above that too. I like to use multiple colors because it adds depth. But like with the blush, tap it off when you've got some on it. Only use one side of the brush, and if you have multiple brushes, it's easier to use lots of them, so you don't end up with shit tons of colors on one brush. And I pull across my eyelid, stop in the corner, and go across in a liquid motion. And I'm using the middle kind of mid-range blue without all the grey, and I'm creating kind of a layer of that. I try to keep it under the crease of my eyelid so that it doesn't look like I was playing in makeup. But I was, so who really cares? And the same with the other side. And it looks quite light because my colours on my camera are weird. After the middle blue, I'll do the top blue. And I'm just going to get in the crease right there. See, that brightens things up quite a bit. Blend it in with my finger. Same on the other side. Make sure that's even and such. And then take a little bit of that blue. Hit the middle of the eye. And blend that into just kind of create a lightness. Pleases you, you can put some on top right there. But you'll have to blend everything a little bit more. I'll show you that. I like to use my fingers for blending because I don't have very many brushes. But anyway, just pull across like that with your finger, whatever one's clean. Then for my eyeliner. I don't like to keep colours of eyeliner. I just wet my brush a little bit, nice and damp, on the side that's kind of got that wing edge thing. Go into my darker colour, pick up a bit of it, pull my eyelid across, and make sure the further side is towards the inner of the eyelid. Start about a third of the way in, keeping as closest to the last line as you can. You might have to rewrite the brush a couple times. You just keep doing it until you've got the desired amount of colour on there. But don't bring it out too far, else you look silly. Unless you want that winged eye look. You can go out as far as you want it winged, but I don't. Sorry, I'm a bit sniffly. Just brush the cat. And just keep doing that until the other side matches. You might have to adjust this side if you go a little further in. And make sure to get the edge of your eye. It's a bit harder with lashes in the way. But anyway, now my eyes are done. And since I've got really short hair, I can do really drastic lips really easily. And pull it off. Well, I can pull off whatever I want to pull off, really. But I dab on some red. Get it on the top lip too. And to make it match a little bit better, I put on this Candy's lip gloss. It doesn't really say the shade anymore, but it also has a coral tone, so it'll go good with my blush. And it makes it shiny. See, a little bit orange. But I mix it in with the lipstick and nice and shiny. But there you go. Now I have a face that's all made up. Nice and pretty. Yeah. Well, that took me less than 15 minutes. Normally I dilly-dally because I have nothing better to do. And I like to waste time. Yeah. I hope you guys had fun too. Bye.